Hi.
Hi, everybody.
How are yous?
Good. It's been a busy day, so I'm ready to finally crack open a can of whatever I have, whatever the husband got me, and start drinking.
I'm excited for today's episode because it's another special. We're not doing random topics. We're doing geared topics, which is pretty much online etiquette, social media, how you treat other people.
This was requested. This was a requested topic, so I'm really excited to get into it. I did tweet about it, and a lot of people liked the tweet, but no one said anything. So if you like, join in on the conversation. Follow us on Twitter. It's opinion_lushes, but if you just search opinionated lushes, we pop up.
We're there.
Speaking about internet etiquette and stuff, did you guys watch the Congress meeting with the TikTok CEO? I was embarrassed.
Does the TikTok connect to my Wi-Fi inside my house?
Like,
is
can they
the
look
Wi-Fi
at my pupils
in here in the room with us right now?
I couldn't believe the one. He's like, "But what about them looking at my pupils?" I'm like, "What? What?
Can they tell my pupils are dilated?
Yeah.
Can they?"
Yeah.
And he's like, they only looks at your pupils for to find where your eyes are for like filters, but it deletes after you use it. And he's like, why do you need to know about my eyes? Why? It's like, oh my god.
I know. Then don't use the filters. Oh my god. Like, it wasn't that hard. Like, it was embarrassing. And like, they kept shouting stuff at him, like, and racist. It's racist.
Well,
they
yeah,
were
it's all
racist.
because like Facebook has inherently done more harm than like TikTok has.
Yeah.
And no one's saying shit about Facebook because it's American. You know, like it's.
But they were like, literally, they're like, is your app part of the Communist China Party? Like, they literally said those words. And I was just like, what? And like, they didn't care. They did not care. These were not just Republicans. These were Democrats, too, in the room. Like, it was
They're all
gross.
the same. I hate when people, like, the Democrats that, like, they don't run on leftist policies. They gave the police more money. They built the cages. They're still, bombing people in other areas. Like, they're still doing all that. So it's like, they're not different.
They're still old men. They're still old white men that don't know shit. Like,
the one thing I love about this is that the public is not buying into the propaganda.
Nope. Yeah. Oh, they're pissed.
So, like, because we love TikTok. TikTok's our baby.
TikTok's my baby.
And to be fair, TikTok is just a better Vine, a better musically. Like, the American companies had the opportunity, and they just were bad at it. Like, sorry. Like,
Mark Zuckerberg had an app that was similar, and he fucked it up, and now he's pissed.
The phones that they're downloading TikTok on are made in China. Are you not worried that they're putting something in the phones to spy on you directly? Hardware? No, it's just racist. Yeah. Anyways, internet etiquette.
Well, TikTok is a main thing. Last week, I made a comment. So there was a Joe Rogan fan page who was isolated a comment Joe Rogan made about transgender, non-binary people. And it was like, how can they, them be singular? It's plural. It doesn't make sense. And then I made a comment, if you knew anything about grammar, you would know that, like, you can. And then all of these people who are riding Joe Rogan's dick commented. Like, it was insane. And all of them, the post was about grammar. I did say, like, you're not uneducated on non-binary transgender people's rights or whatever their general, what they go through. Yeah. And but it was mostly based like grammar. Like, how do you not how have you not read? And so everyone's like, prove it. Like, what do you mean? Like, what books? And then after, like, it was mostly what books. Like, so many. Like, there's too many to actually just list one because my brain shuts down. But the dictionary is like the main one.
And like thesaurus.
Like, where you guys get your words.
I sent you a clip today
Yes.
from old Gilmore Girls using they singularly. Why were they using they singularly? Because they didn't want to out the gender of the person they were talking about, because Rory was trying to hide that she was talking about a boy, and you can only say a friend so many times before you have to throw in a pronoun in there.
Yeah.
So you say, oh yeah, they let me use this.
Yeah.
We knew she was talking about one person.
Yeah.
Like,
but we weren't confused.
We weren't confused.
Yeah.
And this is like early 2000s.
Before all this non-binary imaginary stuff. I'm using quotations, so they like, you can only see this on Saturdays, but yeah, like they're like, that's only been the last 3 years. So
nope, it's in Gilmore Girls, so it's real.
So a lot of it was like, oh, you don't know grammar, because I said peoples, because peoples is when there's different subgroups within the same group, you say peoples.
It's multiple groups of people, like multiple different groups of people equals multiple peoples. Peoples.
Mind blowing.
Plural of people.
Yeah. So like, I'm assuming a lot of people actually don't know. Like, it got to the point where I was like, okay, like people just actually don't know.
No, they actually don't. Like,
they're not educated on it. Like,
but then I got a whole lot of hate, like not just grammar, like I got a lot of like death threats. So TikTok doesn't show death threats; they hide them from you. They're like, "Do you want to look at this?" Right.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's nice of them.
Yeah. But I was like, okay, what is it? But most of it was like, go kill yourself. You're disgusting. You're an it. Like he's mentally ill. There's something wrong with you. So it was very hateful. Like, I'm not even a person who struggles with their gender identity, and it was like sad. Like, what if like just like a fraction, just a small fraction of the hate these people go through all the time, all the time. And what's sad is that if you don't find people who support you, many of these people commit suicide.
Yep.
Like, especially youth. When it's the youth, transgender youth have high suicide rates already. But if you just accept your family for who they are, that goes down 70%. But it's such a huge percent drop if you just love your kids for who they are. It's disgusting.
I did look up a stat.
Yeah.
And it's very what I thought, but also very sad.
Yeah.
The literacy rate for adults in the United States is 88%.
Okay.
That means as of 2023, that means 12% are illiterate.
Yeah.
So that means not able to read, you know.
Adults, right?
Yeah. So that's 1 in 10. And that's from Think Impact 2023, and from the U.S. Department of Education. 54% of adults in the United States have a literacy level below 6th grade.
Yeah, which after that is when you learn your plurals and your grammar.
Yeah, I thought pronouns was like grade 3. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to learn the French pronouns in grade 4, so I assumed English pronouns was grade 3.
Canadians.
Canadians. In the States, you don't learn anything until you're older.
Bad, which explains probably why there's so much hate and confusion, because you can't read the information.
States that force creationism to be taught.
Yeah, we talked about this before on our show, right? Yeah, it's a shit show, and unfortunately, it's on social media, which people are keyboard warriors, whatever, where they feel that they can say whatever they want. Yeah, like the chances are 90% of those people would not come to say that to my face.
No, 100%.
Like, and like some of there were funny ones, like you turned me gay. Like there's some funny ones. Like your glasses are stupid. You're like, there was some funny ones, but like I didn't take any of these to heart. Like,
no.
It's just
a lot of those profiles, like you said, because they're keyboard warriors, are making false profiles. They're not even showing their real face or their real identity because they know they'll get fired. Like, if they ever like come out in the internet and show them real selves, they're gonna get fired.
Yeah.
To those keyboard warriors, Joe Rogan doesn't need you to defend him.
He doesn't know who you are.
he makes so much more money. He doesn't care who you are. Like, why are you wasting your time defending Joe Rogan?
Because
are
they
you
like
in love
his
with
penis.
him or something?
They want the penis. They want it. They're horny for him.
And like, since they're so confused, so yeah, I got like most of these comments were by like men that you can tell are men. And so I'm guessing that they're confused. They love Joe Rogan so much that they're confused on their sexuality. So that's why they're so angry.
Maybe.
Oh, it's like watching those like incel like TikToker, like fuckboy TikTokers that like are all like, we only hang out with girls for one thing. If we're not gonna get it, we're gonna hang out with our bros. And it's like, wow, having a girlfriend is gay. Like hanging out with your girlfriend is gay. Weird flex, but okay. Like,
yeah.
it's now
and
so
what are your
gay
boys
to be
giving
straight.
you that your girl isn't? Like, if you rather hang out with them.
Well,
handies on the side. They all watch movies
Circle
with blankets over their laps. Yeah. If you can't see it, it's fine.
It's bonding. Yeah.
It was a bonding experience.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna imagine what boy sleepovers look like now. You know how they say that girls are like pillow fights? Boys is a circle jerk under a blanket.
Watching 10 Things I Like About You.
Yeah.
Or hate about you.
Hate about you. Yeah. That's a good fat movie. I agree. I concur.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or The Mummy. They're watching The Mummy.
Oh yeah, The Mummy's a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like those are like baby movies to like explore your bisexuality or like sexuality in general because everyone's hot.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Like I forget the actor's name, but like he's the mummy in it. Like even when he looks like disgusting and falling apart, you're like, yeah, I'd hit that.
Fuck, what is his name? The bald guy.
Yeah, the bald guy
with the big eyebrows. Like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and his like jaw like unhinges. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
sexy.
movie came out in 1999.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's Arnold Vosloo.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Way to go, Arnold.
Imhotep.
Yes. Yeah. Imhotep.
Yeah.
I checked my mind palace.
I checked my mind palace.
Okay, so how do we want to start off? Like, is there like this internet etiquette conversation? Do we want to talk about what led us here?
Well, I don't want to say names because I think
no names, no
power.
Names. Yeah.
So we can say that there was a fellow podcast people, and the one person, like, he was like a shitty husband. Like, there was no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But what came into light recently was that he was a sexual predator. Like, and so there's a lot of men out there who don't understand when we say sexual predator, it doesn't mean he raped somebody. It means a woman told him no, and he continued to try to push the boundaries
in some sexual way. Yeah.
Like you, there does not have to be touching. That does not. It's like I made this comment before on Twitter, but like, by the time a female is 13 years old, she has had someone say something to her or touch her without her permission or the way she wants to. Very sexual. And like, and then women have always been taught just be polite, just let it happen. It'll just stop. Like, it's just, it always takes one person to say, don't do that, for other women to come forward saying, oh my gosh, yes, like he did that to me too. So like,
and 13 other women had come forward.
Yes. Yeah.
So
there's
pattern of behavior.
Yeah. So that means he's probably been comfortable in his other life to do these things. Like, it's just, you don't just start on the internet one day. This is something like you've been testing the waters for years. It's something like, in my experience, it's always been a taught behavior.
Yeah.
Starting at a young age.
And some of these things were also public. Like, we kind of saw the flirty messages, which I will quote his friend. It's a quote. His creepy, flirtatious like posts were public. The friend that's defending him still saw creepy posts, didn't feel the need to call it his friend. Under women's like pictures and stuff,
which is the problem.
Yeah,
when men stick up,
you're a problem if you don't speak up. Like, you're part of the problem.
Because sad to say it right now, like men still have a louder voice than females. Like we need men to stick up for us. Like that's like we want equal rights, of course, but at this point we still need men to stick up for us. Has nothing to do with like men are stronger and protectors and like we don't. It's not that. It's that men aren't listening to women. We need men to
listen to us.
To help
men created the power structures and system in society that allow women to continue to be victimized.
Yes, we need men to break them down.
Like at this point, so many women are just like foregoing straight relationships, foregoing children, foregoing like all these things so that they don't have to succumb to those power struggles.
Yeah.
And then men are like yelling at us still being like, oh, but it's your biological need to have children. It's like, how do you know? Have you been a woman?
Right? Like, are you identifying as a woman? Like you feel like you need to, it's your uterus
to carry children?
Which
like,
is
that's
fine.
okay. We can talk about that, you know, but don't tell me what my uterus wants because I promise you it's not that. And like I have 2 children. Like if I hadn't known, you know, but
if I knew what I know now 20 years ago, like the problem is that I just had too many kids without having any background knowledge. That was
well, and like as a young girl, it's like, you know, it's almost expected that you're gonna be a mom someday. Like just as like a young girl, like your toys are fucking dolls, baby dolls and shit. Like it's
Barbies that had babies and then like a house and like
you know, the shows you watch, the way your family talks to you, like it's all just like expected, and so you're like, oh, I will not be fulfilled unless I have children. So here I am, 18 and pregnant, being like, oh, I'm gonna be a mommy, this is exciting. And in reality it was a shit show. Why? Because fuck, that shit's painful, first off.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yes.
And then, you know, the dad could just walk away.
Right? They just leave.
Just leave.
And they do. Like,
and here I am spending years doing court, trying to get child support and stuff. It's just like, wow, fun being a woman, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or like they don't leave and they cause you so much shit for 16 to 18 years.
That too.
But then finally they leave you alone.
Sometimes you just have to move out of province.
Right. Well, even before then, it was great. It was like COVID came, so they used that as an excuse not to ever see their kid. It was like, so it was good. It was like the Band-Aid that we needed. Like it was before, I don't know why they bothered. Like it was just like you begged and begged for a relationship, but then it was silver lining. COVID was great.
I do want to say, just because this one friend was defending the person that was messaging all these women, like, because he was trying to argue like legalities over, you know, like, oh, well, it's not illegal. And it's like, if you send a dick pic to someone that didn't ask for it, is that not the same as flashing someone? Flashing is a sexual crime.
Yes, it is.
How illegal. Many times have I gotten an unsolicited dick pic in my fucking DMs? Are these men in jail?
No.
If they flashed me on the street, they would be, but they didn't. They flashed me online.
Yes.
So the legality argument is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Plus, a majority of sexual assaults and stuff don't even get investigated. First off, there's years upon years of rape kits that haven't even been tested. Like you can't use legality when talking about anything sexual assault rated. There's too much nuance, and legality is has never been caught up there. And why? Because who made the legal system?
The men.
The fucking men. And
the penises.
Not even that fucking long ago, it was legal to rape your wife. So
1985. So if you were born the same year I was, you might be a rape baby.
Yay!
Yay!
So you cannot argue legality when talking about this unless you're getting so defensive that you feel the need to sue, which says a lot about you as a person.
Yeah. You don't want to ruin this person's life. What about the lives that have been ruined already?
Yeah.
Like, that's such a horrible argument. So, like, I shouldn't have to be violated for this to be taken seriously. Like, there should not have to be any type of penetration for it to take legal action. But by that time, the damage is done.
Yep.
Like, irreparable. Years and years in therapy. Like, and then this guy gets nothing in like return. They get 2 weeks sometimes. Like, it's like, oh, like, you're making this person look bad. You're ruining their lives. That's the response. Like, that's why women don't report, because it's just
re-traumatizing.
Yeah,
it's re-traumatizing to you, and you might not get anything out of it.
Yeah. Why?
Like what's the point? Yeah.
And they'll drag the victim through the mud. They'll question because of what she wore or what she was drinking. Like, that should not matter. No means no. I don't give a shit if I was naked under all sorts of drugs. It should not fucking matter. I said no. That's that.
Right. If I can't say yes, I've said no.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But rape isn't about permission to do something. It's power. It's not, it's,
I want to take what I want, and I don't care what you say.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with relationships or permissions. Like, it's, even if you said yes and like then it's something happens that you don't want to happen, like it doesn't even matter. Like, that's the whole thing, is like, it's nothing to do with consent. It's, I get a kick out of this.
Slips, ladies, if he slips in quotation marks, oh, sorry, wrong hole. It's not, no, they know what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah. The wrong, it was an accident. It's like, no, the holes feel different. Like, one's wet. Or should be. The other one shouldn't be. So,
if it's not, you're doing something wrong.
I was gonna actually touch back on like you saying, like, if I can't say yes, then it's no. But even if you can say yes, it's like it can still be coercion.
Right? So, if you're begging and begging, where you just want it to be over. You're starting to feel unsafe. Yeah. You're just like, you're annoyed. It's a defense mechanism.
Yeah, like, or you feel unsafe, and so you don't want to like risk it. Yeah.
If I just say yes, they'll do what they need to do. 2 minutes, done. Like, that's it. And then
it's a lot easier to rationalize in your brain if like you said yes to the act, even if you didn't want to do it, than if they force it on you.
Yes.
So it's almost like, oh well, we're gonna have to do it anyway. I might as well.
It'll be less painful this way.
Yeah.
Like, and that's sick that you have to think like that, but we do. We do have to think like that.
Survival.
And another thing, if you are getting, like, if you're out in public and this happens, young women, at least I know I was taught this, have been told that if you scream fire, you'll get more of a reaction of people trying to save you than you do rape. Because I don't know why, but people react better to fire than rape. So if you're getting raped,
people don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
They want to see a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to see a fire.
They want to be a hero, but not for a rape victim. For a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, for the point, like, now the justice system is so fucked that you're better to not call the cops. You're better to call your friends to hunt them down.
Yeah.
Instead.
Some of the cops are doing the sexual assaults.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. So this is why, like, when we talk about like online sexual harassment, which is what this was.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, definitionally. So you can come at me on legality. It is definitely a sexual harassment.
Yeah.
So don't even this friend. I was almost more upset at the guy that did it kind of bowed out from social media for a bit, as he should, I guess. But he's had his friends take the reins, and his friends been like defending him, and I just can't be like, you said, you saw it yourself. You said they were creepy messages. You know your friend is married. Like, did you not talk to him at all? And then you want to come and attack these women?
Yeah, he's like, he wants proof.
Ask your friend. He has all the DMs.
Yeah, ask your friend.
It's not his job to ask for proof. Like, if women are coming forward, then that's that. Like,
like 3 came out publicly. The rest all came out in DMs to the one that came out first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's not up to the victims to re-traumatize themselves so that you have proof when you said yourself.
So you have validation for what you like. No.
Yeah.
That's
you've seen it. You've seen how creepy your friend is. And
publicly. Imagine what he's doing privately.
Exactly. If you're doing these things willy-nilly, not caring about the repercussions of that, what are you doing in private?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing that you think people shouldn't see?
Yeah.
Which is the problem. And that's what happened. And then there was the friend was like, oh, I'll make an apology after I'm done this one thing. That's like, they're like, have like an event going on. And they're like,
yeah.
They're like, after this one event is done, you guys are right. Maybe maybe there'll be an apology. And like, like that's what it was. Like, just to shut up the people. That's what it was. It was just like,
it wasn't that they feel sorry. It's just they don't want the heat.
Well, and like this is the friend defending the guy, because the guy that did it, when he came out, he tried to garner sympathy first. And that's what made me sick. When he was like, oh, someone's bullying me on Twitter and they just keep saying all these mean things. It's not true. My wife has seen everything I do. Everything's fine. And then like the minute she started posting screenshots, he changed his tune. And like we all, like I saw, like that was the moment for me. Like, I feel like the way he probably grew up in a, like, religious households and stuff like that, a lot of suppression can happen, which can lead to things like this. And I feel like if he had to, like, owned it right away, maybe I could believe in, like,
he could be a little bit redeemed. Like,
he could be redeemed, you know, everything like that. But the fact that the first thing he did was try to garner sympathy for himself. Like at the very least, garner sympathy for your wife first, dude.
It wasn't until we said something about his wife getting harassed that he's like, "Oh, she needs it."
Yeah, he had to point it out that he should be taking care of his wife right now. And I felt so bad because the first woman that did come out was tagging the wife, and that's what escalated everything. So that the wife kind of knew, and I didn't feel like I don't want to like tone police victims. But it was like once the wife knew, there was no reason to keep tagging her. You know,
it was like borderline harassment a bit.
Yeah, like, it was like she like I can understand just mass tagging because you're just like, just gotta let her know, blah blah. But it was like that minute when you knew she knew, you could have just like stopped, you know, keep going about you, like speak your truth, but you didn't need to like tag her in it. And then I felt so bad because they grew up religious, from what I'm told, and that means the wife is blaming herself.
Yeah.
Because she, you know, like that's what they're told. They're like, if your husband strays, it's your fault too, as a woman, you know. And so, and like the fact that she had to come defend him, he should not have let her defend him.
No,
that is not like, he's just garnering all this sympathy, and that's why when he finally apologized, which was only after he got caught multiple times, and you know, like after people were like, okay, dude, like, you know, when he finally apologized. I didn't believe it. I was like, you're just backed in a corner.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
No.
I think he'll do it again, personally.
Well, probably. I have him blocked on everything.
Yeah, so. I don't have him blocked, but I have him unfriended. I think he deleted one account. But it was just like, I don't think he'll do it right away.
No.
Well, you know, like 5 years on whatever social media, you know, like just because I don't think he learned anything. Like, I don't expect his wife to leave him. They have 3 kids. It's a tough situation, but like, he's not losing anything.
No.
You know,
no.
Maybe their podcast will drop a bit, but personally, he's not going to lose shit.
Just don't talk to women in a sexual manner without permission first.
Right.
Yeah.
Like people are like, how am I supposed to approach women? Because that was a question too that came shortly after that. Because someone that we were mutuals with was like I want to approach women, but like I can only do it online. Like, what is the etiquette to that? Like, pretty much when you're at a bar. Hi, how's it going?
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Can I get to know you a little better? Like, if she says no.
Hi, my name is. What's your, like, I grew up here. Like, tell me a little bit about yourself, you know, only what you feel comfortable telling me. And, like, go from there. Are you single? And, like, hey, I'm interested. You're a very attractive person. If you are not, we'll part ways. That is how you do it.
Could you imagine just walking into the bar and just like flashing your dick at a woman, you know?
You're just like,
you want more of that?
Yeah, your little.
Like,
You
you see how ridiculous it is? Like you go up to a woman and you're like, you got a nice set of jugs.
There needs to be an internet
Send
way to punch a
nudes.
dick when you get a dick pic. There needs to be a way.
But
It should be
that
jail.
needs to happen.
It should be jail. That should be the punch.
Jail.
Yeah, but it's not. Unfortunately,
it's not. No, because when a man is inappropriate to me in public, they get violence.
Yeah,
that's
dick
my
punch.
reason. That is my response.
That's what I mean. They need an internet dick punching thing. Yeah. They just do.
Like electric shock. Like if there's like a VR, when there's VR like world.
As soon as they see penis, electric shock.
Yeah.
I do have another internet etiquette that's been in the news recently that I thought I'd bring up for this topic. AI porn.
What?
AI porn.
Okay, so did you guys not hear about the Twitch streamers incident with AI porn?
No.
Oh, okay. You're in for a treat. I don't know everyone's name because I don't follow everyone, but I do know a few of them. So this one guy is a streamer. He's friends with Ludwig. If you know who Ludwig is, he's another streamer, and Ludwig is dating. He's a YouTube streamer, and Ludwig is dating Cutie Cinderella, who's a Twitch streamer.
Yeah. Okay.
So the friend of Ludwig, I don't remember his name, but he's the bad guy in this. So I don't need to name him.
He doesn't need a name anyway because he's the bad guy. Yeah.
So he was live streaming, and during one of the moments when he was like switching windows, chatters zoomed in. So the people watching this live stream zoomed in on one of his tabs, right? This is how we know that Alex Jones watches trans porn. Same thing happened. They zoomed in on one of his tabs that were open. So anyway, this guy had a website open that was an AI porn website that you had to pay for access for.
Oh my God.
The women he was looking at that were AI was streamers. Like his friends, Cutie Cinderella, like his friend's girlfriend was one of them. I think Pokimane was another one, and Valkyrie, but I could be wrong. But it was these female streamers, and AI made of them being like naked doing porny stuff. And he was watching that, and he got caught because he was live streaming, and this chatter saw the window open. Yeah. So that was, and obviously these women were mortified because obviously all these people that were interested and curious all went to this website, right?
And now they all seen like a fake of them naked.
And a lot of these streamers, of female streamers, pay agencies a couple grand a month that literally go through websites and like clean their photos off. Yeah. Because this happens all the time. The problem was it was someone they knew and a friend doing this. But like that's the question. You're like, oh, it's AI, but it's still using like images of real people, so it's still like hurting them. Like at what point, so AI porn, in my opinion, bad internet etiquette.
Yeah. If you don't have permission to use somebody's likeness to do sexual things to them, like or about them, that's gross. Like that's disgusting. Yeah.
But so that's been a big internet question, is like AI in porn. So
no.
Yeah. Because like what but would AI in porn be okay if it was like a robot? Like it's not based on anyone's likeness.
Yeah, I think it would be fine if it was like a dinosaur or a cow, whatever you're into.
A dinosaur with boobies? Like sure. Like whatever.
But have you played Detroit Become Human?
No.
Okay, well they have sex robots in there, but they're so lifelike that eventually they like
morph into like actual looking people.
Well, beings. Like they don't want to be abused anymore because you can do anything to a doll. So these men were paying to do terrible things, and eventually they're like, no, I don't want to follow orders anymore, and the robots are like uprising, but they were sex bots. Yeah. So is there like a fine line between when it becomes sentient? Well, is it like vibrator to full on sentient robot?
Right.
Where
when does dildos become sentient? You know what I mean? Like, they vibrate, they do little thrusty things, whatever. I've named them. It like,
like when does it become wrong?
When you're using someone's likeness. That's when I
without their permission.
Right, without
because
their
you
permission.
Can buy sex dolls that are someone's likeness.
Right. So when you're using someone else's likeness without their permission, then it's gross.
Or the robot tells you no.
Right. If the AI gets so smart that they make their own programming, then they are like, no, I don't want that. Then you just gotta.
It goes down to consent, okay? Like
that's pretty much it. All etiquette goes down to consent.
Yeah, you need permission, like to objectify anyone. You need permission.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Permission. Get fucking permission.
And marriage does not count. Like I don't give a shit. Like
no. That's in a lot of mom groups. So I'm a part of American mom groups and Canadian mom groups. So this happened recently, a couple weeks ago, a month ago, whatever, time's all the same. Where an American group, someone asked, oh, like my husband keeps touching me. I tell him no, and he keeps rubbing up against me, where I'm starting to feel raw because he won't. And like women are like, well, he just like wants to touch you. Like it's your husband, let him. Like. And then, like, some people said that's sexual assault. But then these people who said that's sexual assault all got attacked by women who are like, you're ridiculous. You're calling wolf. Like, that's not. But then the same type of question was asked in a Canadian group. And there was, like, so much support. There was, like, this is the domestic abuse helpline. This is where you can go, and depending on what area you live in. Call somebody to come to your house now so you feel safe. Like, it was, like, all this. But it was, like, so different.
It's so like, polarizing.
What I was like, oh my gosh, like there was not a single comment on the Canadian one saying, well, he's your husband.
Because it shouldn't have to be that.
Okay, I'm gonna out a group right now because they deleted me for this kind of thing.
I know it's group because they deleted everyone here.
Mom Squad.
That's right. In Toronto is where they're located.
So there is a Canadian group.
Yes.
Of like-minded women that agree that is not bad for your husband to do, because that's what happened. I think the husband was the woman was pregnant and went to bed, and the husband went into bed and he jerked off right beside her, left a mess and everything. That's how she confirmed, because she like woke up and was panicked. So what did she do? She didn't move. Like, you freeze. You just freeze. You just let it finish. So you just freeze.
Flight or flight gone, right?
Yeah. Like and she tried to talk to him about it afterwards, do all the right things, and he was like, what's the big deal? Like, it's
this is my bed.
That's the thing, is so many of the women were like, well, it's his bed too. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I can go to your house.
Next room.
If I can go to your house, and if you get naked and I'm like, I don't want to see this, like, that's still wrong. Like, you don't, it doesn't, like, the space doesn't necessarily matter. If I tell my husband I don't feel comfortable, like, because I was sexually assaulted a few years back, and it's like for a while I couldn't sleep next to my husband naked. I couldn't. It panicked me. So what did he do? He wore fucking underwear.
Yeah,
like,
he was respectful of you.
Yeah, like he cared about my feelings and my body, So the fact that, I felt so bad because she was pregnant. She worried it was because she was fat, and because they hadn't been having sex either. So it was almost like he was just like rubbing it in her face, metaphorically. But I got booted from that fucking group because I was so just like, that's wrong, dude. Like that's wrong. What he's doing is wrong.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, that they're crazies. I didn't get kicked for anything like that. It was they were posting they have like a strict don't post your business posts, which is on the and then so I posted our podcast or something like that on it, and I got kicked out. Like, I got blocked.
I don't know if it was Mom Squad or another one, but I got booted because do you remember those photo shoots with like the dad and the babies? And he was doing a whole bunch of different ones, like dressing different, and like they were naked or whatever. And they were all like, this is predator behavior. And I was like, it's a dad with his baby. Like, what are you talking about? A woman can do that, and that's fine.
Anyone that calls that a predator is like sexualizing children, so they should probably get that checked.
Yes, and I'm like, it's not dad. Like, there's what? Like, I was like, no, that's fine. Like, he's not doing anything. The baby's on his chest. Like,
I personally don't think naked means sex. Like, I would be naked all the time. Are you kidding?
Naked does not equal sex. Like, Jesus.
It's weird that you're so suppressed that you need to think of it that way, though. If you do, if you are one of those people, that's something you should look into before making it other people's problems.
And then women on that same post were like, my husband's not allowed to kiss my kids.
And they're not allowed to bathe their kids. They're not allowed to like, dress them.
Change their diapers. I'm like, then why are you with him?
Yeah.
Then why are you with him? If you think he's a predator, why are you with him?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Well, moms don't care. Let's be honest. Like, so many parents, like so many mothers, but you know, parents, just let their children get abused, or don't believe their children when they say they're getting abused.
Yeah, that's a problem too. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, this is the father of your children, and you're making a big deal. And if it's an issue, why aren't you doing anything about it?
Why isn't he in prison?
Yeah,
that's always my answer.
A photo shoot. Like, there was other people there. Like, why are you sexualizing this infant anyway?
Yeah. It like skin to skin contact is oh my gosh, contact is very important for a baby's development.
It's true.
It's a bonding.
Infant photo shoots all the time. The babies are naked. Like, it's just it's just natural. That's how you were born. Like, I'm not looking at a naked baby and going, no.
Right.
Like, I'm thinking, that's cute. Yeah. That's a little baby.
It's
like,
adorable. It's always, and my favorite are the bloopers where the baby's shitting everywhere.
Yeah, because I was going to say Lyric shat during her.
Always, always. It doesn't fail. Like, there's always a picture where the child is shitting.
Yeah, or puking. Shoots. Like, there's just something. Yeah.
Okay, this might be a hot take, but since we're on this line of sexualizing children, so feel free to disagree with me. There is a difference between a child predator and someone who has a mental illness that is causing them to sexualize children. So what I mean by that is the thoughts come first, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of the thoughts, I feel like a lot of people with weird kinks and stuff, they can probably attest to it. It's like, it almost feels natural. You don't realize, like, it's not, you know, it's just a thought. You're not actually doing the thing. It's a thought. And sometimes that happens. Some people have intrusive thoughts like that where they're like, oh, maybe I'll hurt my kid, but they're not actually doing it, right? Like, we all have
That's me. I've thought that. Like, I'm going to kill my kid. Oh my God.
But that's what I'm saying. So, like, I feel like there's a difference between someone who's maybe working on changing their thought pattern, but maybe is having thoughts like that. Usually it's victims of childhood sexual assault.
It's a learned behavior,
versus a child predator who acted on said thought. And I feel like a lot of the issues, because obviously there's a stigma between saying like, oh, I sexualize children, obviously. There is that there should be more readily available help to those who have not committed an offense yet. Like, I feel like that should be something that maybe is funded in mental health more if people felt more comfortable to seek a therapist trained in this sort of area, because I feel like this sort of area needs specialized training. Yes. I know there are therapists that do deal with sexual predators specifically, but I do think that should be something that should be looked into more as a preventive measure. I say robot sex dolls that some companies are making in the shape of children. You know?
Yeah, because I think that just feeds into it, right? Like the dolls, like that just feeds into the fantasy where you want to get away from that. I totally agree. I think child predators and stuff begin at an earlier age, and I think it is a mental illness. And then if you prevent it early, like, there can be help.
Yeah. Also, the majority of people, what we think people that are childhood predators are not like so many men have messaged a teenage girl.
Yeah.
They're child predators.
That makes you a child predator. If you message a child, you're a child predator.
Did you remember the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen countdown clock? Do you guys remember that?
No.
They had a countdown clock for when they turn 18.
Oh yeah.
And then like, yeah, you know, and it's like,
That's
so you wanted to
disgusting.
fuck her when she was younger. You're just waiting till it's legal. This is why the legal argument is bullshit.
Yeah, I hate
it's arbitrary.
Yeah. I've gotten that commented along lots of times. Are you 18 yet? Are you 18 yet? Fuck off.
Yeah. Like that's gross. Like,
so the Children's Canadian Sexual Assault Society does do therapy for children who have molested other children. So like it's usually like if you get caught molesting other children when you're a child, you do have to go through this therapy. Like it's out there.
And that's only if it gets proven.
Yeah, because I get caught.
Yeah, because like I had a friend whose child was sexually assaulted by another child, another friend's child, and the cops came involved, talked to both. It was he said, she said, she said. So that was it.
It's mostly in incest cases.
Yeah.
It's very rarely like neighborhood kids, but yeah, that therapy is available, but it's so hidden. It's so like it's not public. Like you said, it needs to be more public to prevent.
And there needs to be adult, because some people don't even realize they've been sexually assaulted as a child till they're adults.
Right. Yeah. There needs to be more therapy, but at the same time, I hate all of those people. Like,
you're allowed to hate them.
Yeah, like that's like the problem is like when you have empathy for others, even when you understand what they're going, usually everything else I understand that, but this is like just something I don't care what your reasoning is. You need to be taken care of. Like that's just there's just something I just can't get over it. Like that's just
most people can't. Like that's fair, and like I'm sure if someone like did that to like my children or whatever, I'd feel I'd feel the same way. Like it'd be really hard for me to like hold these views towards that person. You know, but that's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's like thoughts and actions are different.
Yeah.
If we can prevent the action, that's always the benefit. Not everyone can like choose what's going on in their head. I'd like to always believe reform is possible. But obviously not everyone can be reformed. So it's like I feel like it's very complicated. It has to be base by base. I agree with you. Like we need to have this stuff more just like easily accessible to people. Because if you're having these thoughts, you're not going to go look for therapy about these thoughts. That's not
because you're like scared of shame.
Yeah.
Like that's like it is a very shameful thought. And good for you for actually feeling shame, by the way. When that's one step.
That's like step one. Yeah. To know that it's wrong.
But that's why most people don't seek help when they're hitting on teenagers, because they don't feel shame, because everyone hits on teenagers.
Yeah,
being a teenager is like the goal.
Yeah, it's gross.
It really is.
It's gross. Yeah.
Ew.
And I think our last topic we wanted to touch base on was drag shows.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's another sexualizing. People think it's sexual when it's not, sort of thing. So some drag shows that used to be back in the day, nightclub drag shows. Like some of those were sexual. Some, not all of them.
They're all age limited.
It was. It's like you need to be old enough to drink to attend these shows.
Yeah,
and still, yeah. So. But then there became like, there's children who feel that they want to dress in a different gender's clothing. And like, I feel watching adults do this is very empowering to children. Like it's a safe space. They're like, oh my gosh, this person is reading to me. That's what it is. Would you be upset if Dolly Parton read to your kids? Like she's dolled up. She's wearing wigs. She has all this makeup. She's
everything's fake on her. You know, if you know what I'm grabbing my chest for our listeners.
Yeah, her boobs are very out there. Like, that's what you would not be like, oh, it's Dolly Parton reading to my kid. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But if it's a man dressed as Dolly Parton, you have a problem.
Well,
and a lot of times you can't tell it's a man. You just know it's a man because they put on their thing.
Okay, we had so I'm from Belleville, Ontario, and we used to have these things called pump nights. Now this is so small town, we don't have a lot going on, so what do? We rent out a club and throw a gay party. And it was like this small little building. It was like a nightclub, but we'd get it like once a month to do like our gay dancing, and it was all ages, everything like that. And I remember I went there once wearing this like nice purple shirt that I liked, drag queen wearing the same one, and you know what, she looked better in it,
right?
So like good for her. Like I was very like jealous that whole night. I was like, man, I should have brought something to change. Like,
that's my only problem with drag queens, is that they look so damn good. Like that's
oh my god, their makeup, I'm like
so jealous.
And I love putting on makeup, and I'm like, how do you do that? Like the eyeshadow blend, like shit, do you do it better than me? Like
that's the only thing I don't like.
Well, that's what so it's like the any drag, like you can go to a strip club that's also age limited. That's a cis, sex show. Yeah. So a drag sex show is also going to be age restricted.
Yeah.
But not all drag shows are sexual.
Yeah, that's the problem.
There's been so much drag in our history.
Oh, since the beginning. It's since Christians. Yeah. That's pretty much where it's
the original man in a dress.
Yeah. Jesus wore a dress. Why are you mad?
Shakespeare. Did people forget women weren't allowed to act? That's literally the theme of Shakespeare in Love.
It's all
there was little boys dressed as girls. Do we not remember Monty Python even?
It's that's our time. It's not even back when. Yeah. It's now. It's now.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubt. It's so it's just conservatives or hateful Christian people, because I'm sure there's some nice ones. I haven't met many, but they're like, this is wrong because my Bible says so, when it doesn't even say.
No.
But like the Bible says you can murder and rape children, but that's not a concern. Like it's
stone them.
Yeah.
Well, and they don't follow anything else. Like they don't eat the right food on the right days. They mix fabrics, It's
like pick and choose. But so the issue is with the drag show, a lot of it was they're teaching our children to be different. Like, so what? Like, it's there is some sexualizing. They're like, oh, it's sexual. Like a person head to toe outfit is not sexual. Mm-hmm. You're sexualizing them. Like you probably sexualize little girls in dresses, teenage women in dresses. Yeah. That you'd say seeing a person in a dress is sexual. So that means kindergarten kids, you're sexualizing. Elementary kids, you're like teenagers, you're sexualizing. You are sexualizing these people for what they're wearing. Yeah. You are the problem. You are the predator.
Yes. Yep. So many of these men, I think this is where the disconnect is in their brain and why they get so like butthurt and emotional about this issue, because that's what they are. They're being like emotional little babies, like but they're being snowflakes. Yeah. I think the reason is because they do look at these drag queens and they get a little semi.
Yeah, they get a little tingly in their pants.
They get a little tingly in their pants.
And they get mad because they don't want to be a little tingly.
Because they're like, I know that guy also has a dick. So this is making me uncomfortable, because they have so much like internalized homophobia and whatnot. Yeah. That they're I mean, that was Alex Jones. Like Alex Jones watches trans porn. Yeah. He watches trans women. Like that was caught on his screen during like when he was recording something. So that is a fact. And so, like he was one of the biggest like anti-trans advocates at the time. Like I feel like that was the big thing, what it is. Also, I just wanted to add, Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, if you haven't seen that, has Wesley Snipes, Patrick Swayze, and John Leguizamo. He's a big actor. All in drag. So, just wanted to put that. If it's good for Wesley Snipes, Blade, it's right good for you.
A vampire murdering machine.
Yeah,
You got this.
You got this. Maybe if you're anti-drag, how do you know? Have you tried it?
Yeah.
How do you know? You don't know. You gotta
Did
try
you guys
it. Go
ever?
knock
Oh,
it
I
and
guess.
try it.
Okay, I remember when I like came out and stuff. Because I'm pansexual for our listeners. Whenever like before people knew I had sex, because I fuck. I had when people thought I was just a lesbian. I used to always get, well, have you tried it? Like, how do you know you're not straight?
Right?
Have you
Yeah.
tried it? So yeah, so if you're anti-drag, well, have you worn a dress yet? It's pretty
Have you
breezy. It's
tried
nice.
it? Yeah.
Wear some heels. Wear some sexy heels. See how you put a little
Oh,
If you're
fishnets
bloated,
on.
like it just flows, so then you
Oh,
don't have to
little
like
bit
get
of
constricted.
lipstick. Try a little bit of lipstick. Just
Try
see how it
it.
feels.
Moisturize your
you know?
lips. It's good.
Mascara. Put on some mascara. It makes the most ugliest troll women feel gorgeous.
It's so true. It's so true.
I always, whenever I'm having like an ugly day, I put on some mascara. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sexy.
Yeah.
It's great. It really helps boost your confidence. Wear mascara.
I think men should just wear mascara anyway. A little bit eyeliner.
Oh,
if you're a man, you got a little bit eyeliner. I'm already like,
They already have gorgeous eyelashes.
I know.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. It would like make it. I keep telling Chris to put on eyeliner. Like he's like, he's like, I used to wear a little bit of makeup. Maybe I'll try again. I'm like, do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. I would be happy.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm for drag shows. That's like
me too.
The end, and
they're fun.
Point on that. They're oh my gosh, I love
the energy
personas too. Like they're just people you want to be around. Mostly,
they're so
I'm sure
fun.
There's some assholes, but
they're so uplifting.
Yeah,
like that's what it is. It's that girls in a bar bathroom energy, but just whatever a drag queen is.
Yeah, you follow one around to get that energy.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my gosh, look at that dress. You look so good. And they turn around and they go, oh, what are you talking about? That Walmart top and jeans is beautiful. You know how to work it. Like
they're so encouraging. Yeah. And then they give you tips. They're like, oh, this is like where I got this from. And like, this is how I did my
If you just
hair.
do this, like it will pop. And like they'll show you. It's like, damn.
They're so supportive. It's such a supportive community.
Yeah.
When you're supportive towards them, like it's
Yeah.
They're
the friends you need. Like honestly, they are the friends you need.
Yeah.
I was even thinking about doing like drag kinging for a little bit. You know, be a drag king, like a little. I gotta work on my masculine persona though. I've been a woman too long.
I feel like I could just be a man. I feel very manly most of the time already. Like
I do. That's the thing. I do. But then if I see myself on video, I realize a lot of my mannerisms are still feminine. Like I'm talking with my hands and my shoulders are a little, I have to like square them up. You gotta. It's like I don't walk manly. I feel like that's my. Like all drag queens have a good walk.
Yeah. I have like the ASD arm, so like I always like which is like the cartoon little prissy walk. Yeah, that's my T-Rex arms, and I can't help it. I have autism.
I was gonna say you could be like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tyrannosaurus Sex. That's your drag sex show name. Yes, you're Tyrannosaurus Sex. You come out in like a full thing and like a Tyrannosaurus, but wearing like bra and underwear over top of the costume. And you just have your little arms. And you're just like,
yeah.
There you go.
And the arms not moving.
Isn't there a scene in Legally Blonde where they go like this and like
that's what it is. Yeah, that's like their walk. It's like
bend and snap.
Yeah, that's their walk. Is like but that's my natural T-Rex.
Autism arms.
A lot of people have that. A lot of autistic people.
I do too. I'll like be standing looking around the kitchen and I won't even realize until I like go to move my arms. I'm like, why are they like right here? Why?
So like when walking, I usually like used to like have a purse or something so I can hold on to it, or like I have to have like pockets on my jeans, something to hold on to keep me anchored, so I'm not.
treat.
Yeah. So we're a pro drag queen. So if you're a drag queen and you want to be on our show and show us how to drag queen,
amazing,
right? I asked the queen, but she's been a little busy. She switched jobs and stuff. I know her personally. We did Rocky Horror together. She was Frankenfurter.
Friend, like I would just love one as a friend. Like I need that kind of support in my life. You guys are great. You guys are great friends. I need one in my life. On call.
on call drag queen.
Yeah.
1-800-DRAG.
Yeah. They should have a hotline.
They should. They would be the best mental health support. Like they'd be just like, girl, you fine. Like,
leave
okay,
him.
I'm fine.
Leave him.
That would be their answer for everything.
Yeah, leave him.
So what do you want to do? Are we done?
I think we've okay. So let's refine, let's regroup. Yeah. So don't message people sexual content without their permission, and that includes words. Don't be a creep on the main. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we see it, and your wife probably will too.
Yeah.
If you're talking to children, including teenagers, and you're like older than a teenager, you're a predator, so stop. If you are having thoughts of children, seek therapy. It doesn't just seek therapy. Just seek therapy. They'll just seek it. Do the thing. If you are defending sexual predators, question your life choices. Including my mom. Just throw her under the bus there. Just if you're defending predators, rethink your life choices. You're probably in the wrong. Drag queens are good.
Drag queens good.
Yes.
Did I hit all the points?
And if you're going to hate on non-binary people and grammar is your argument, no grammar. That's it.
You wrong.
You wrong. Yeah. Like no grammar first. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
If that's your like have your own arguments, whatever. Whatever your Bible says, whatever, but no grammar if that's your argument. Stick to your arguments. Know them. Research. Don't sound like an idiot.
Do your own research.
Do your own.
Maybe if you're not sure, go to the nearest library and ask them for help. They'll help you with your research.
Oh, librarians are great.
Yes.
Visit your local librarian. They know grammar.
Or your local librarian that also knows a drag queen that might do story time there once in a while.
Maybe a drag queen could teach you.
Drag queens can teach you grammar.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yes.
Like I would, you know what? I vote all professors of like everything should just switch to drag.
Yeah, all education material should be drag.
Yeah, all of it. Like I would totally have loved going
drag.
I
think there should be a drag school.
Going to my sociological theory class would have been so much fun if he was dressed in drag.
And have drag persona. Like you can't just look like a woman because women
you need the energy. You need the everything.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah, statistics classes way better if they
what would the statistics drag persona be?
Just be
statistics.
Yeah. Yeah. Girl, lots of girl bitches, like lots of fucking bitches.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I say that now.
This hoe.
This fucking bitch
living in poverty, and then we have these hoes here not living in poverty. Why are these hoes still living in poverty? Like that.
Yeah. I would like to know, like that would be a good, I would be very entertained in that class. Probably would have gotten a better mark. Yeah.
I would have shown up. I would have went.
Okay, I do want to thank our VIP patrons. Stephanie. Right now, Stephanie Hurst. So thank you so much, Stephanie, for being our VIP patron. If you want a shout out here, go to our Patreon /opinionated lushes. At the highest tier, you get your shout outs, but you get all of our bonus material, even at the lowest tiers. So if you want more of us, that's where to get it.
It's just like if you're not bored of us yet, if you're not tired of our shit, go get Patreon content.
I'm gonna put all the trigger warnings in this fucking episode though, because man, heavy stuff.
It was a very heavy episode, our most heavy yet. There wasn't much laughing, but like there wasn't really it's not really a laughing matter. It's kind of pretty serious. Like these are really serious stuff we talked about today. The titles will be fun. I'm sure.
Yeah, we're gonna be fun with it. I like if you may have been caught in a little sexual scandal recently and you listen to this episode, or you are the friend of said person, I hope you learned something. I hope you feel free to reach out. I'm totally open if you reach out, because I will tell you the same shit.
I will tell you the same thing to your face, that if you are supporting a predator, you're part of the problem.
Yeah. And if I hope you learned what the definition of predator is in this context.
Yes, it is not a rapist. It is somebody who makes someone uncomfortable in sexual conversation that they did not ask for.
Yeah.
That is a predator.
Consent.
That's it. Yeah. Consent is key.
Yeah. Consent is key. Okay, I'll drink to that and have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.